Okay. So Miss Sharon is the queen of revision. She loves to revise. Sometimes kids don't like to revise, but Sharon did some of the most amazing revision. I have examples of it. Tell us what you think about revision and why you love it so much.
Well, with revision, nobody's perfect with what they say, and whenever I'm writing, I end up finding some things where I left out like a huge chunk, and I just skipped to the part like we got to the theme park, then we're getting ready to go back, and then I end up like skipping huge chunks. Like if I went like on a ride or if I saw something,
You forget to write about those
I forget
parts?
to write about those parts. And I look over and then I laugh to myself about how I forgot one of these big parts or like one of these tiny little details.
And you know what's interesting to me is I'm glad you said that, because a lot of times people think that revision is just going back and thinking about the spelling and the punctuation and stuff.
That's editing.
That's editing. So revision is when you actually, I think we came up with a definition in class. Do you remember it? Something about
Revision, looking over your work and making sure that it makes sense, and it has.
It's like when you take stuff out or put stuff.
You take the good stuff. You take the good stuff and leave it in, and you take the bad stuff out.
Okay. And then like you were saying, sometimes you have to put things in that you have forgotten to write about. Okay. So can you give us an example of something that you revise that you remember really well?
Like an example, like I did with one of my stories. Well, in one of my stories, let me think. Oh, it was when I first went on this on the accelerator, and I forgot the part about where it went up in an arc, and you felt like you're floating in space, and you came back down. I just went from the straight, you're just going really fast, and you start doing the loops. First you have to go really fast, then you come up in the arc, and then you come back down and do the little loops.
So you had to write more to, what did you do? You added more in?
I added more in, and I also, while I was after I added more in, I looked it over and see what I could stretch out and put what was going through my mind, because of course I'd say maybe 10, 20 thoughts were bouncing through my head, like, oh, are the brakes okay? Are the seatbelts okay? Are the harnesses okay? Why does my seatbelt look all rickety and everything?
So you were able to put those thoughts that you were having, the internal thinking, back into your piece or into your piece. And so why do you want to do that?
Well, I like doing that because it just shows that, I like revising because it makes me think more about what happened, and I can go through it. Like after I writing out, you're going through it more. But then when you revise it, it's like revising the memory, like making it more clear about how it was, and then it sticks with you a bit more.
It sticks with me for sure as the reader, because it's so much fun to read your pieces. All right, nice work, Sharon.
Thank you.
Peace out.